Hello all. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as we have done with the modeling and texturing part for this stall, so let's continue with the lighting part for it. So very first of all, let's select this 4 cylinders over here. Let's go into material and let's go into it, and we have a V-Ray light material. So let's give a V-Ray light material to it. Let's go into the light. Let's take a V-Ray light and let's go over here and take a V-Ray light over here. So before we take a V-Ray light over here, let's drag this light over here. The worst thing about it, crashes a lot. So let's open that file again, as we have already assigned it. So let's take a light. Let's take a V-Ray light over here. Drag this light over here. Push this light up, and let's make it as a dome over here. Make it as a dome light. So the shape of the light will be in the form of a dome over here. So let's push the light according from where it's going to emit. So make sure you are placing the light at the right place. Alright, so let's go into the parameters of that particular light over here. So select the light over here. Let's make it as a target light and make sure you are just giving a color. Let's give a color to the light. So after assigning a color to the light, let's go into the multiplier and let's set the multiplier as around 3 over here for the light. After you have assigned this multiplier, let's push the target down over here and let's make it realistic. So if you want to increase its intensity, we can increase its intensity of the light. So after increasing its intensity, let's just select this light and let's make one more copy of that particular light over here. So let's go to the top view over here. Let's push this over here. Select this again, this all lights, and make one more copy of it. Push this light up and let's rotate a bit with the target. Just push this down. So let's see how it looks like. And I'm going to generate one more V-Ray light right from this direction, and I'll just set it as a plane over here. So select this and rotate this light in this direction over here, scale up it and I'll just tilt the light a bit up over here, and let's again go over here and set the target accordingly. Also, you need to work on its multiplier over here for the light. So let's increase its multiplier. So if you want to increase its multiplier, you can increase its multiplier. And most important for this light, we haven't changed one option over here. Let's go into this options, double-sided, and make it invisible. So double-sided, invisible, no decay. Make sure you are assigning this parameters over here. Double-sided, invisible. So the light should be properly assigned, no decay. And same thing over here, we are going to assign this over here. So I'm not going to activate the cast shadows right now over here. So let's go over here, and if you want to set a V-Ray camera over here, so let's write the script over here. If you're using the older version, we need to write the script over here for the V-Ray camera. So let's write the script as V-Ray create V-Ray physical camera, open bracket and close bracket, and press enter over here. So once you do this, you get a camera right at the center of the viewport over here. So after that, you can just rotate the camera over here. Press C to get into the camera view. Let's make this view as a perspective view right now. So I'm going to push this up and select this, and let's go into this and make it as a local. Just push this out over here, just push this up. Alright, so just save your file. So we need one more light right from this direction. We can see that it's a fill light. So we need one more light right from this direction. So you take, and if you undo it, it crashes. So make sure you're not activating all the shadows of the lights. So you need to activate few shadows, not all. So let's open that file again. I think, yeah, camera. There's one more light which I have created. Let's place this over here from this direction. So select this light and let's go into its options. Alright, so we have off this all these options. So let's go to the V-Ray camera over here. Select this camera, that's your V-Ray physical camera, and select this light. This light is very high, so we need to reduce its multiplier. So let's reduce its multiplier to 5 or 10 over here, and let's go into rendering, render setup. Let's go into V-Ray and adaptive subdivisions. As we are doing the settings, we need to do those settings. Make this as a Catmull room over here. So your environment GI, we can activate this if you want. Color mapping, that's a mapping, make it as exponential. GI, we activate the primary engine and secondary engine. And irridance map, so let's make it as medium. Subdivisions, you can increase 160 by 60 around here, and let's see. So what's the size of this? We need to activate first the size, so let's go into this common and let's set it as 1920 by 1080. That's your HD, full HD. So let's just zoom the camera. So just select this camera over here, set it as local, push it inside and just rotate it, push it in this way, and again let's go into this light over here. So let's increase its intensity of light. So make sure you're not increasing the equal intensity for all the lights. You can reduce some of the intensities over here. So let's go into rendering. Let's press 8, and if you want to put some background to it, you can just assign a background to the light over here for the environment. So you can also use an HDRI backgrounds. So it's looking more of flat because of the lights. So we need to work a bit more on the lights. Also the camera angle matters over here a lot. So let's just push this light a bit far from this direction. And let's give it a white color to it, and let's render it. So it's burning because the intensity multiplier is too high. I think still it's very high. So I'll reduce it to 5 over here again, and let's render it. So we can just reduce it to 0.3. .2 over here, and let's render it again. So now I think we need to work on this. So the multiplier for this is very high. That's your 17. If you're giving a multiplier to 17 or 16, definitely your scene is going to burn with a very high intensity of light. So make sure you are adjusting the right amount of intensity to the light. So I have just made it to 2, and let's render it again. Still looks better, but still the intensity is very high. So let's make it to 0.05. So you can just go into this tools and light lister. You can change it. Or instead of copy, what you can do is you can just take an instance of the light. So if you take an instance, so whatever changes you make for one light, it's going to work for all other lights. So once you're done with this, over here, let's render it. I think this looks much better now. So let's press escape, shift and F. So I'll push my angle a bit more closer and let's render this out. Just let's render it and check it out how it looks like. So if we off the render setup, and if we deactivate this GI environment, then let's see how it looks like. No change. Let's go into this and let's give a light blue color to it. So if we increase or change the color of your GI environment, looks better. And instead of this white color, if I switch my material to a bit of yellow, that would definitely look good over here. So let's switch the material to a bit of off-white. Yeah, that would look a good look to it. So let's see the rendering over here. We need to set the right angle over here for the camera. Press Ctrl C and let's render it. Yeah, that looks good. So if you want, you can use the IES lights also if required. So definitely would look good after the total render. So if you can assign some textures, if you want, you can just assign it, as it is a stall design. So cannot use V-ray sunlight over here. So definitely we can put some boundaries to it over here if you want. So we can just assign some boundaries over here, like let's go over here, AC extended. Just take a wall over here and we can just assign some boundaries over here. So you can just increase its size over here. So you can just assign some color to it if you want. So you can just assign one area material over here. So you can just assign any dark color to it if you want. And let's just render it and see how it looks like. Now looks much better. So let it just render it. So as we need to increase its noise over here to reduce the stuff, so that can be done over here easily. So if you want, I can increase first the intensity of the light. If you want, we can increase that. Let's switch it back to the shaded over here. So let's make it to 0.1. Make it to 0.1. Increase it a bit of its intensity also, because the intensity of the light is very less. Now looks much better. So intensity is required because the intensity is very less for this lights. Looks much better. Now looks much better. Alright, so we'll continue the rest of the part in the next tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.